2 video. So this is actually my very first vendor reset video of the Division 2. So I do hope you guys enjoy it. Drop a like on the video if you do. Consider subscribing to the channel if you're new for more Division 2 content. Other than that, let's just jump right in. So first thing worth mentioning is that I am in World Tier 4. That means that everything in World Tiers 1, 2, and 3, the vendors all will differ. So for those of you that are in World Tier 4, these are the items that will matter to you the most. Alright, so first off, starting at the base of operations, the White House. There are 2 items that are pretty decent here. There is the Sokolov Concern Mask with SMG damage, crit hit damage, Seeker skill power, so if you like to use a Seeker Mines, obviously it's good for that. Damage to elites, crit chance, skill power, and then one of the new talents, self-adjusting, 20% armor regeneration, which I think is fantastic. Second up, we have an F2000, one of the new weapons in the Division 2. Personally, I actually love this weapon. It's an assault rifle, a little bit lower on the damage side, 6.7k, 850 RPM, 30 in the mag. It has fast hands. Critical hits add a stack of 3% reload speed bonus. Max stack is 20%. You have an additional plus 20% mag size, and then greased. While holstered, weapon swap is increased by 10%. So it's not too bad, but if you have not tried one of these out yet, I recommend picking it up and giving it a shot. There is a X45 tactical replica down here as well, so if you are still a fan of the X45, you can go ahead and get the replica and craft one. We have a pulse mod that you can craft, a chem launcher mod you can craft, and then a ballistic shield mod that you can craft. Moving on from there, this part I would say most likely 100% differs from clan to clan, but there is the vendor back here. Alright, so at my particular clan vendor, I do have a bandana with a headset. I'm going to grab that. There are some more Sokolov Concern gear here. There's some knee pads with SMG damage, crit damage, Seeker Mine damage. Attributes are crit chance, cooldown reduction, and then again we have self-adjusting. I actually think that that's a fantastic talent, so if you do find any gear with that on it, I would pick it up. We have the Wyvern Wear backpack. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that properly, but hopefully I am. Crit hit damage, drone skill power, so if you like to use the drone, this is actually a really good gear set for that. An additional 10% crit hit chance. Then for the attributes, we've got crit hit damage, cooldown reduction, and skill power, along with hard hitting, which is an additional 15% damage to elites. Skilled skill kills have a 25% chance to reset skill cooldowns. So that's actually pretty nice as well. In terms of the high-end blueprints, we have a Covert SRS marksman rifle. The talents, we've got Killer. Killing an enemy with a critical hit grants plus 50% critical hit chance for 5 seconds, which is not too bad. Accurate, and then greased again. So that is what we have for sale here at the White House. Alright, next up over at the theater, there are a few items for sale here we're taking a look at. First up, the 511 tactical gloves with, of course, the brand set gives you protection from elites, extra healing, and weapon handling. The attributes are shotgun damage, SMG damage. Then the talents, we've got clutch. Critical hits restore 15% health and repair 2% armor, which is actually pretty good. But that does require you to be using an AR, SMG, or LMG. Then Murakami Industries, hopefully I am not mispronouncing that. If you're a fan of using the Firefly skill, then this is one of the brand sets you may want to take a look at. Attributes, we have 22% hazard protection, 4.5% crit hit chance, and then again for talents, 20% armor regeneration, self-adjusting, which I am quite a fan of. Blueprints over here, we have the mountain hiking pack replica. So pick that up if you want to. We have a drone mod, we have a hive mod, and then again a seeker mine mod. So you can craft these and test out your luck and hope you get something good.
Nice doing business with you.
Alright, your next stop will be over at the campus settlement, and she has quite a few items for sale here. First up, this Yal Gear chest plate. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that properly. The brand set bonuses are weapon handling, hazard protection, and weapon damage. Attributes, health, bonus armor, and weapon damage with the talent Vital. Health increased by 20%. Extremely helpful. Gila-Guard knee pads. The brand set is armor, hazard protection, and pulse skill power. So if you are running pulse, then this is a brand set you might want to take a look at. Attribute of health, and then talent of hard hitting again, plus 15% damage to elites. We have the Fenris Group AB holster. Assault rifle damage, protection from elites, and health on kill are the 3 attributes for the brand set. And then the actual attributes on it are health on kill, crit chance. The talent is, again, hard hitting. Overlord gloves. The brand set is rifle damage, total armor, and damage to elites. Attributes are rifle damage, pistol damage, and then the talent is 8% critical hit damage. The blueprints she has are 1 for the drone, 1 for the hive, and again 1 for the seeker mine, sorry.
Your business is appreciated.
Thank you. Okay, and now moving over to the Dark Zone vendors. The first one will be at the DZ West main gate entrance, and there are 3 items for sale here. First up, we have some China Light Industry knee pads. So if you're a fan of running shotguns or want to put together a shotgun build, this will be a brand set you might want to take a look at. Attributes are an additional 826 skill power, talents calculated, kills from cover reduce skill cooldowns by 20%. Next up, we have some Overlord knee pads. Attributes are health, and then the talents hard hitting, 15% damage to elites. Finally, a tactical Super 90. 46.6k base damage, 160 RPM with 8 in the mag. Talents Spike, headshot kills grant plus 25% skill damage for 10 seconds. Jazz Hands, which you gain an additional 10% reload speed. And Greased, while holstered, weapon swap speed is increased by 10%.
Thanks for the business.
Next up is the DZ East main entrance, and she's got a few items for sale here.
Welcome.
First up, we have more of the Y'all gear. This is actually the first time I've even seen this stuff in my 100 of hours of playing the Division 2. So we've got a pair of gloves this time. Attributes are 111 skill power, 5% marksman rifle damage, and then again hard hitting, 15% damage to elites. We've got a lot of items with damage to elites on it this week. We've got some Alps Summit backpack here with attributes of 8% weapon damage, over 3,000 health. Talents, skilled skill kills have a 25% chance to reset skill cooldowns. And then insulated, 10% hazard protection. Providence Defense backpack attributes are over 9,000 bonus armor, 2% cooldown reduction, 2% weapon damage. Talents on the ropes. Weapon damage is increased by 25% while all skills are on cooldown or reaches 0. This is actually pretty strong if you do get it to proc and meet the requirements. The last talent is again Vital, where your health is increased by 20%. Last weapon is an FAL assault rifle. 9.3k base damage, 650 RPM, 20 in the mag, which I know is not a whole lot, but if you can get an extended mag for this, then it's not too bad. Talents, first up we have Optimist. Weapon damage is increased by 3% for every 10% ammo missing from the mag, and then we've got accuracy is increased by 15%. And Greased, while holstered, weapon swap speed is increased by 10%. Okay, and our final stop of the week is at the Dark Zone South Alpha checkpoint, and there are a few items for sale here.
Check out the best selection in DC.
So first up, we have a Wyvern Wear backpack. I hope I'm not butchering that. Where again, if you like to use your drone, then this is one of the brand sets you may want to take a look at. Attributes, a 9% cooldown reduction, over 4,000 bonus armor, 5% critical hit damage. Talents, we've got hard hitting, again damage to elites. We've got tech support, kills by active skills grant plus 25% skill damage for 10 seconds, which is quite nice. We've got a Gila-Guard backpack. Attributes are health, skill power, and weapon damage. Talents on the ropes. Weapon damage is increased by 25% while all skills are on cooldown or reaches 0. And then again, vital health increased by 20%. Final item of the week is the Model 700 Tactical. 56.2k base damage, 54 RPM, 7 in the mag, and talents we've got steady-handed. Landing a shot adds a stack of bonus 2% weapon handling. Max stack is 15. At max stack, each shot landed has a 5% chance to consume the weapon handling bonus and refill the magazine. Then we've got distance, which gives you an additional 15% optimal range, and cannon. While equipped, this weapon increases throwing distance by 10%. So not too bad at all if you're into the Model 700 Tactical. Sale this week in the Division 2 up here in World Tier 4. Like I said, the items will differ from World Tier 1, 2, 3, and 4. But for the most part, I know a lot of people are already here at the end game and are looking for good items. I honestly think, in my opinion, for the most part, you will get max gear score stuff just from doing activities in the open world and leveling up. But if there is something at the vendors that you haven't tried, for instance, if you've never tried the F2000 and want to give it a go just to see what the weapon feels like, as an example, absolutely pick it up just to see if you actually like the weapon. Same thing with any of the brand sets. Give them a go, put the pieces together if you haven't had the opportunity already, so that way if you're not at endgame or you're not ready for a final build, you can give these things a try and be ready for when that point comes. But anyways, guys, that is it for me. Like I said, drop a like on the video if you did enjoy it or found it helpful. Please do leave your thoughts and comments down below, as I do read all of them, and I would love to hear your feedback here, as things have drastically changed in the Division 2 in terms of vendors, recalibrating. All that stuff has taken quite a pretty big overhaul. And then on top of that, of course, consider subscribing if you're new for more Division 2 content. You can always follow me on Twitter at AfflictedGamer. Other than that, guys, I will see you very soon in the next video or in the next live stream. Until then, take care, agents. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you soon in the next one.